Hey, it's Jeff Walker, and I'm coming to you from Product Launch headquarters right now. I'm in the middle of a product launch, one of our big product launches. And anyone who's been through one of these, you know, they're a lot of work. I never said they were easy. So there's a lot of work going on, and I've definitely had some late nights. Been building up to this for a while, but you know, I'm in the thick of it right now. Scripting out videos and shooting videos and just getting a million details taken care of. And I've been working a lot. And you know, I'm no different from anyone else. You know, after, you know, putting in some long nights, sometimes maybe you get a little bit grumpy. It's like, oh man, geez, this is a lot of work. But I had this interesting experience just a couple nights ago, and I basically was working on really scripting out my videos and figuring out what I wanted to say in my videos. And I was going back through a lot of the success stories that my students have had, and then I ended up going and looking at one of my old videos, and I looked at a lot of the comments that were being made there, and it was interesting because then I went to lay down in bed and I got out my journal and I was writing down my wins. You know, one of my disciplines is to write down the wins I've had each day and the wins I anticipate the next day, and I've got a video on that if you want to go watch that one. But it was interesting because I just, all of a sudden something shifted for me. And I just had this overwhelming sense of gratitude and thankfulness over that I was going to be able to do this launch, that I was going to be able, you know, for the life I get to lead. So gratitude for, that I live in this, you know, this beautiful place, that I live exactly where I wanted to in the world, that I get to work with, work with my family. A lot of my family's in the business, and I get to work with amazing clients. And I basically get to make up my life. I get to invent my life. The business gives me the freedom for that. But then even beyond that, that I'm going to be able to, with this launch, reach tens of thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of people, and get my message out there and deliver, you know, the economics of the launch allow me to put out this great content that that will truly help people, whether they end up buying from me or not. I'm going to give them some great training videos. They're going to love it. A lot of them are going to take it out and do amazing things out in the world with it. I'm going to end up selling a lot of product and bringing in a lot of sales, which, you know, allows me to drive my business, to bring great people onto my team, and just this so it's just funny how I had that reframe. So that's really what we're talking about, is a reframe. Because like I was sitting there working, and it was a late night. I was working away, scripting away, writing, and you know, I like writing and I hate writing, like a lot of us. You know, it's like, you know, just just draining my vein, draining blood out of me. I remember seeing a quote, it's like, writing is really easy. You just sit there and look at a blank page until blood starts to come out of your forehead. So writing is something that, you know, it gives me great joy, but it's also intense, and it can be draining. So I'm sitting there feeling drained, but then to have that reframe and think about, holy cow, I'm going to be able to just reach people and help people and do the work I love to do the work I was meant to do, and it's going to build this unbelievable lifestyle for me and allow me to, you know, to have so many amazing things in my life. So, you know, I think a lot of times as entrepreneurs, we're always making up our game. You know, and if you're not making up your game, you should be. You shouldn't be playing someone else's game. You should, if you're going to go to the work to be an entrepreneur, you got to make up your game. And you want to make up a game you can win, a game that's going to be fun to play, a game that's going to be awesome to play. And but still, sometimes when you're down in the weeds, when you're doing that work, when you're writing, when you're just really jamming and cranking stuff out, and you look up, it's like, wow, I'm working really hard. This is pretty intense. You know, it's a roller coaster, and sometimes you can be down in the troughs. But you know, the thing is it's just such a gift to be able to create our lives each day. And for me, you know, it's such a gift to be able to make a huge impact on people. So, you know, here's to be an entrepreneur. Here's to launches and being able to get out there and create huge value for people, whether they buy from you or not. And and here's to being able to reframe. And it's just absolutely awesome. If you're not doing that exercise of like regularly reflecting on the wins you're having every day, every week, every month, every quarter, that is a game changer, and I highly encourage you to do that. So live from Product Launch Headquarters is Jeff Walker. Scroll down, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. Hit that thumbs up button, give me some reaction, hit the like button. Everyone likes to get likes, and let's go get them this week.